Screw it! We'll do it again! Live!
Hey, dude, you're gonna get the neighbors.
Good.
Look, all of our neighbors are gonna be so mad.
Dude, the HOA will kick you off this property so fast.
We've got 4 viewers here right now. Oh, we got 3. One of them didn't like your attitude.
Like, screw this live stream. I don't know who that dude is.
Yeah, YouTube. There's my notifications on YouTube. I have 235,000 subscribers, and I've got 4 people here. What's up, Old School Repair Shop?
Yeah.
14 now. That's better.
That's better. Guten Tag.
We'll let it populate
That's
a little
German
bit.
for that's
22
right.
HMR DK Sidney Tompkins. Hi guys, he says.
What's up, fellas? You guys been following us on Instagram? You know why I'm over at Justin's and why I'm in front of the camera, not Justin. Justin got horribly disfigured by a dog attack. Well, Roger attack, but you know, do not cross old men. They will stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Right, Roger.
That's right.
Come on.
They want to know. Old School Repair Shop says, "Who's the guy in blue?" This is Roger's Fix It Barn. Roger has been helping me with everything. He's like, I'm gonna say he's kind of like my new sensei. Like he's teaching me all the little things that, like, Dad never taught me. So anyway, Roger, kind of tell him what we've been up to today.
Well, we've been doing a little sandblasting on this tractor and get it cleaned up, getting prepped for paint. Tomorrow we can do a little body work and get some dents straightened out in the sheet metal and get this thing ready to paint. Maybe we can get some primer on it and get started with it.
So Gary asked if we're bringing the index mill in, and I think Roger and I will probably end up doing that tomorrow. Roger is really good at moving stuff around like that, and he's got a plan. He just walked over there and said, I got a plan. And so we're probably going to take care of that. But we have to finish this stuff first. So, guys, by the way, let me know how the video feed looks.
Gary,
Hi from Michigan, Jackie. So here we go.
Way to go, Gary.
Must be Gary.
Couple
Couple of spots there, but other than that, she is completely sandblasted, ready to go. You guys trying dustless blasting? Oh my God, I wish we were doing dustless blasting.
Got a dustless blaster to send us?
Yeah, here, let me show you how much dusting we got going on. Okay, this is out here. This is somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't know, 3 inches thick. Hand to rescue. I see upwards of 14 pixels in this video. So I guess our feed's not that great out here. Sorry, guys. It's the best we can do. It's probably better if we don't move the camera around much.
Yeah, just keep it centered focus on something like nonsensical.
Okay, Steven, tell them what the plan is for the rest of the week.
Well, I have got to go home because I have a family, believe it or not, and customers to take care of. So I'm
Yes, Jackie, that is Mark's tractor. Sorry, Steven, go ahead.
I am going to take the engine home with me as soon as the parts come in. I'm going to assemble a motor at my place. Justin is going to stay at his place with Roger, with Roger's Fix-It Barn. Chris Rollins came over today, helped out a little bit. We got Parker 110 Living. He came by and helped us out. He's been popping in and out. And these guys are going to take care of the body work and the paint. I'm going to take care of the motor work because it's what I do. And
you're commenting on your own video, by the way.
Oh, I am?
Yeah. Your wife says, "Where's my husband?"
Yeah, she texted me like 3 hours ago. Are you on your way yet? I'm supposed to leave here at 4. And yeah, baby, I'm sorry. I'm still here.
He's still here, but he's taking off right now. We promise. Thank you so much for being awesome and letting us borrow him. Wiring. He asks about wiring. So what specifically, Old School Repair Shop, about wiring? Wiring, I would say, on the tractor is something that Mark has already taken care of. The wiring looks fantastic. He's done a great thing. Hey, Robert, we're really glad to have you here with us, brother. And we're working on the tractor. We got this side sandblasted. But yeah, as far as the wiring goes, Mark did a great job on the wiring. He did a great job on everything. And it's just one of those things to where we wish he was here with us, because it would be, I mean, we're all the same skill set, you know. We have different things that
same mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
Skills.
Different skills, same mindset, you know. Like, I'm a good paint body guy. Steven's a great mechanic, and homemade everything's
doing paint and body. You do not want Justin doing mechanic.
Yeah.
You got Roger over here supervising both of us.
Yes.
So make sure we don't get too crazy.
Hello, Lon. How are you?
Tell us one time, like, get off the scaffolding. There's absolutely no reason to be on top of the scaffolding trying to poop, Steven. Told you 3 times. Dang, Roger.
So you can tell we haven't even started painting yet, but there's enough chemicals going on here that we're getting a little bit
Get a
loopy.
little bit of nothing.
Well, let's show them around.
Show them.
So we got our rods over here. There's our main caps. A lot of the different stuff has been disassembles. Roger's been working on this today. This is the whole steering assembly. We decided, since we had help and we had more guys than Mark, that we could still get it done in a reasonable amount of time, but it's going to be pushed back a little bit because we're going ahead and tearing down the tractor a lot further than any normal rational human being would. And I think that that's going to add a lot to it. So we'll take this steering box, get it all sandblasted and cleaned up and all that kind of stuff, and really just take it pretty far, because we don't know what the family's going to do with the tractor after. You know, it may go towards the kids' college fund or something like that, and get auctioned off. So we just want to make sure that it's great when it's done, huh?
Guys, everything is a money pit if you try hard enough.
Yeah, we want it to be as big as a money pit. Speaking of money pit, tell them what happened this morning.
So, I contacted a tractor supply company, called them this morning as soon as they opened up at 10 o'clock, said, hey, my name's Stephen Cox with a YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. We got this tractor build. Like to know if you'd like to collaborate. Lady on the phone said, yeah, email it to me. Wasn't really holding my breath at all. I emailed them, and within about 10 minutes, I had a reply email saying, you know what? I would love to donate the parts to the tractor as an act of benevolence. I do not need any social media exposure at all. Not asking for that. Would just like to give the parts to help facilitate this entire build. And if it provides Mark with a little bit of peace when he gets the tractor back, then they're all for it.
That was
fantastic. And they sent us quite a bit of money in parts today, and they're already shipped. I already have the tracking number for this stuff.
It's crazy. They got on the ball fast. Stephen, what's the name of that tractor company?
Yesterday's Tractors.
Yesterday's Tractors. They're like one of the biggest. And what was crazy is the person who answered the phone was actually the president.
I think so. Like she answered the phone and she didn't tell her name, but you know, putting two and two together, because I'm like a super sleuth, I kind of figured out that I was talking to the president and CEO. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I just guesstimate.
That was pretty awesome.
But yeah, it was awesome. So we got all the hard parts, meaning the replacement parts for the tractor, most of them done. Mark's GoFundMe account could still use a little padding for the rest of the tractor build. If you guys have not familiar with that, go to my Instagram, and in one of my Instagram videos, there is a link in the description, or you can go on any of Mark's videos on YouTube, Homemade Everything on YouTube.
Would someone in the comment section please put up a link to Mark's video up there, please, and just keep, like maybe BS Small Engines or someone, just
post it up there.
Keep linking Mark's videos so people can go over there and help Mark out.
And guys, don't think that if you can only do, I could only do $1, that's not enough to help. Yes, $1 is enough to help. If you got $1 and you can throw it on there, it's probably not going to make or break your budget. You can donate $1, and if ever 1,000 people did that, then the tractor would be funded. And beyond
the tractor, guys, beyond the tractor, there's a whole family. There's a whole family involved here, and I think it's
money for that family, regardless of whatever they want to use it for or need to use it for. The higher we can get that
BS Small Engine,
and that we can build that fund for them, the more options they have for that fund. So, like you guys, if you have $100 to put in a project, you really don't have that many options you can do in a project. But if you had $10,000 to do in a project, it opens up a few more doors, just like in life with their family. If they have X amount in that budget, a little bit of help, a whole lot would do a lot better and last a lot longer for them.
J-Dub's Outdoor Adventure. Today we are working on a project for a friend of ours that has been diagnosed with cancer, and all treatment has been stopped. So he's just riding out the rest of his time. He wanted to do one more project before he was done, and it was a tractor, and unfortunately the cancer has the best of him, and it's taken away his, not his desire to finish the project, but his actual physical ability. He's just tired. He's tired, and he's incapable of completing it. So he called Stephen Cox right over there and said, hey, buddy, come get this tractor. And Stephen went and got it. And so this is Stephen Cox's channel. Check him out. Someone put a link in the description. This is Roger's Fix-It Barn. Go check out his channel. And I am Justin with The Good of Land. Obviously, you're here. Also, Parker with 110 Living has been out helping.
Somebody link his channel.
Yeah, someone link Parker with 110 Living, please. And then also, if someone can put a link for Chris Rollins. He's been a guy that's been out here helping as well, and he's got a great channel too, guys. He's a professional videographer, does crazy stuff. If you guys saw this build right here where we got this tire up to 500 miles an hour, a bicycle tire, and it exploded on high speed, that's Chris's channel. Pretty awesome. But anyway, yeah, so we're using all the tools that I've just built, like the Evaporust tank with the ultrasonic. This thing is just amazing. It works so good. And I think my Evaporust is about dead because I've put probably 10,000 pounds worth of parts through this thing. And it's probably time to re-up that. Also, another thing that's been greatly beneficial to us is, this is one of my build videos. Let me just plug in the lights so you guys can see. Right here, we got a little windshield wiper up here. And we've got what we call a it's not a sandblaster. It's a man. My brain is just not working today. I'm so tired. It's a what's that? Vapor blaster. Yeah, I built it. I don't even know what to call it. So it's got a pump down in this bucket, and your media sits down there in water, and it sends a slurry, and it does a really, really good job of cleaning your parts, especially aluminum. Steven, where's that distributor? Do you have it in your car? Okay, distributor's packed. But anyway, it does a really good job. So this is the rear end of the tractor, right? We're not going to get into this because all of this is good. Mark has checked all this stuff out. Everything works good on the back end of the tractor. We're not going to be messing with that. We are rebuilding the engine. Mark already had it taken apart, prepped to be rebuilt, and we're just finishing that part of that job up. And so that'll be a really, really good a good thing to just know that engine's good. Whoever ends up with the tractor at the end, if it's auctioned off, or if Mark plans on keeping it, or his family plans on keeping it, it should last for generations now. I mean, it's going to be ready to go again. So, yeah, what else? We've been sandblasting all day. We've got all the parts taken apart. You can see we're set up out here to sandblast all these. We have the hood over here, fenders on this side. There's a fender over there. There's all the wheels and stuff and all the axles. So we have a lot of blast to do tomorrow. Quite a bit, actually. And, yeah, lots of fun. I don't know, man. We've been wearing out every tool in the shop. So if you guys want a quick shop tour, there's my Northridge Tools 2x72 grinder. Now, guys, all the tools I have in here are relatively inexpensive compared to what you can buy. These things can be up to $3,000, $4,000. This one's $500. The motor was $200, and that's like $70 online. And this thing's a monster. It just eats metal. It's a nice grinder. This is another one of my favorites right here. This is just a cheap little clutch bandsaw, but I built this table for it, so you have an actual table. You just pop it out, and then you have a vertical bandsaw that you can cut your stuff with like that. Here's one of my restorations, the ball door grinder. She's pretty snazzy. Nice and quiet until you let go of this glass. I need to put a piece of metal in there. One of my subscribers hooked me up with my compressor. That was cool. I got my drill mill for a couple $100 at an auction. That was nice. Dr. Lee told me that you guys were going to surprise Mark. He wrote me back yesterday because I'm really worried about Mark. Thank you for being so remarkable. Hey, brother, thank you guys for supporting him. I can't say how important that is, that everybody is getting behind this project. So Steven and I were hanging out last night. I've got the 210 MP Lincoln welder, and I've never TIG welded before, and Steven and I sat down and we actually practiced some TIG welds last night, and both of us, turns out, have welded enough to where we actually were able to TIG weld and to TIG braze. And TIG brazing is coming up on the channel. All these wheels right here are, and you can see that one's cracked. This is cast iron. I'm going to have to TIG braze it. So I had to learn how to do it. And I'm proud to say that I can TIG braze now. And pretty much was just able to do it right off the bat.
That's what she said.
All right, Steven, I talked to him a while. You talk to him. You tell him what's up. All right, questions for Mechanic Steve, guys.
No. It's Mechanic Steve. Steve. Must be SCH. Right here, I'm just grabbing bolts from the main caps and the rod caps and transferring from this container into my plastic bag container. I actually make these, guys. These are all organic, made by me, for me, just exclusively for me. I put, because I'm working on a tractor and I have supplied stuff, I started my own company. So if you guys want your own tractor supply company bags, you can just contact me and I'll sell you what I have.
Hey, David, is Alumabrite that stuff that what is Alumabrite? Is that the stuff you weld aluminum with? I was playing around last night. Check that out. I TIG brazed a fork to a piece of steel. So, because you can supposedly TIG braze anything together.
We were actually sitting here and I was eating with that fork and I got done with it and I licked it off and I go, hey Justin, how attached to this fork are you? And he looked at the fork like this, like, what kind of weird question is that? And I looked at that TIG welder and he looked at that fork, looked at TIG welder, and he goes, and so now we are one less fork.
Yeah, we have a fork TIG brazed onto the piece of metal. And I was trying to fill this gap right here. You know, the fork has a big gap. And I was actually able to fill that gap. It's real ugly because I'm not that good at it yet. But hey, it's pretty awesome. Well, TIG brazing is ugly. Let's see. Someone was asking about wiring, and I said that Mark had already done all the wiring. And I mean, it looks fantastic. He did a great job on this loom. You can just kind of check that out. I mean, everything is like right where you want it, right how you want it. So that's pretty cool. Lots of parts, lots of boxes, lots of new stuff. And then the stuff that, you know, Mark, the original plan wasn't, you know, to do some of the stuff. Like, it was just going to leave this grill here. And the grill's not terrible, but we went ahead and ordered another one because they gave us one. So we did it. Oh, here's the back wall of the shop. There's my other 2x72 grinder. Okay, this shows you how much I love that Northridge tool belt grinder, because that one's sitting back here. I stole the motor off of it for that, but yeah, just a huge mix of tools. There's my last restoration guy. The guys, if you haven't seen the video yet, I know crappy restoration channels that are fake are getting millions of views off of faking restorations by rusting stuff, but this one's a real restoration if you want to see it. This is an old bell, over 130 years old, and it's made by Faraday Company, named after Mr. Faraday, the father of electricity, if you will. So there's another look at Mark's setup, Mark's tractor. So all these shelves we bought out of Fred's. They closed down, and we were able to go in there and buy this shelving unit, and it worked out really well. And so I can come in and actually like hang my stuff on the walls. And for those of you that, you know, aren't homesteaders or don't have a shop when the coronavirus comes, every guy that has a shop, we're already prepared. Several boxes of N95 filters. And, you know, I'm saying that as a joke, but it's starting to look like a little scary out there.
How dare you try to steal my slide hammer?
That's my slide hammer. I stole it from your grandpa.
My grandpa's slide hammer. I stole it from him.
Stephen Cox, what color will the tractor be? Answer your own question, Stephen.
What color will the tractor be?
Yes.
We're going for like a fuchsia, kind of pink for some reason. I don't know.
I don't know why he wanted it that color.
Mark picked it. I did not argue with him. He's like, hey, I want a pink tractor with fuchsia and lime green, and I want... What are you talking about again? I was like, awesome. That's exactly the right color.
So he sent us over a picture of what he wants. It's actually going to be, all this is going to be bright red, and we'll put it, you'll have to wait to see how good it looks. It's going to be bright red, and the side ring of the tire, the rim is going to be gray, and then this little hub part that sticks out is actually red from here out. It's red, and then all this section is cream. And it's actually called International Harvester White, but it's actually cream. Here's the color. And he's already got all the paint, guys, so we're just going to use what we got here. And actually, he had actually used some of this stuff here. So this is enamel, right? And it's actually, I was shocked. Big complaints online because people say it doesn't dry. Well, that's because they're not giving it enough time or enough heat. This, it like 70 or 80 degrees takes 24 hours to cure. And I have some ways as a painter to get that shortened to a couple of hours. So we'll show you those tricks in the video. But anyway, so it's kind of a really light cream, and that's the same color that the hood is going to go. And then the inside of the front tires. It's a really, really pretty look. And you guys will see probably in about... I think a total, honestly, now that we know we have it here and we know how long, like we're waiting on parts for the motor, right? So they could be here tomorrow, or they could be here in 3 days, or they could be here in a week. And it's going to take Steven probably, what, a day to 2 days to build the motor, Steve? He took off somewhere. So it's going to take him a couple days to build the motor, a couple days to bring it back. And then, yeah, that'll be pretty cool when we get to actually start bolting it back together. So, but Roger, he drove all the way down from Bell County in Texas. It is Bell County you're in, right? Yeah.
Bell County.
And so he's down there near the Temple area, and that was awesome. And if you guys have seen, we've worked together on how many different things now? Like 15?
Yeah, blacksmith shop.
Yeah. So he's the one that is working on that job with all those pulleys with me. So, Steven, how long do you think after you get the parts that it will take to rebuild the engine, to put it together?
I don't know, because I'm anal retentive about building motors, so probably around 6-7 hours.
Okay.
Hardest part's gonna be finding time to do it. I've got a lot of stuff to do in the next like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
Before I come back, so yeah, I farted.
I'm like covered in my face. It followed you in.
Yeah.
Guys, back this up and you'll actually hear it.
Is there anything left in the bottom of the tank?
No, it's completely clean. I did a thorough inspection.
Good. That's why your arms are yellow.
Oh, my table. I spilled a little water on it earlier. I gotta get that off.
Chicken arms.
Looks like one of those YouTube restoration videos with the fake crust.
You should just take a picture of it and say welding table restoration. You know? And you just all you do is just push everything off the side and just kinda like get some Scotch-Brite and be like,
wow! Oh, restore this one. I love it because they'll grab a brush. They'll literally grab like a brush and they'll put it in like water or vinegar and they'll scrub it and the rust just goes away. Oh my God!
look at this plastic. It's
Oh, do it with the space age plastic. Oh my God! You're a restoration master. Wait, restore this part over here, and you have to say that. You have to say, "I'm restoring this part now."
All right, you ready?
Yep. Oh my God! Viral video: how to remove rust with plastic. You are incredible.
The restoration tip the cops don't want you to know.
There's my safety glasses in that.
No, that's safety rust remover.
That's the key. Is you have to have safety in there, right?
Exactly. As long as you have safety somewhere in the title, it'll be fine. OSHA approved. Trust me.
Gabe says coronavirus is a hoax. They're trying to get us to vote the way they want us to.
Dave, you're wasting way much time typing stuff and not enough time sending me beer.
Okay, yeah, Gabe sent Steven beer. Here's the thing, guys. Speaking of fake restorations, for the 100 of my guys that are here, this is I'm doing a video about fake restorations coming up on the channel. And when you see this knife, you want to watch this video. Trust me on that. So, yeah. This knife, boy, it looks like it's been through hell, huh? No, it was actually a pretty nice knife before I started. I'm showing how they do it. How these channels fake it. And there's a bunch of other YouTubers that are showing fake restorations too and calling them out. It's pretty funny. There's some funny stuff out there right now. It's a lot of fun.
Man, you're really stressing out, Milo.
Milo! Tell everybody hi. Tell them hi, buddy. It's like, I don't like the camera, Dad.
The camera on my face. I'll fight you again.
All right, what you got, Steve?
I'm just trying to go through here and look at all the parts that I need for the engine so I can take them with me so I don't get there and be like, crap, I forgot the block again, or the crankshaft, or the camshaft, or whatever else is probably imperative to rebuild an engine. I think I might have half of everything I need.
I think I'm going to go in and put all my... Amy's up at the... Or Amy, as it works, she'll be here pretty soon. I think I might be dumping my video tonight and trying to work on that. Hey guys, what do you think about these beauty rings? They're all jacked. Would you guys like to see some nickel plating on the channel?
No.
Let me know.
See, just polish them.
My dad went to get me some beer.
What, 20 years ago?
Yeah. Here we go. The CRC smart washer too. I think we damn near wore this guy out on this job. Holy smokes, we kept her working. Let's check the filters, see if we're ready for more filters. Jeez Louise! Holy smokes! Dude! Oh my God. Check that out. That is crazy. That's so much stuff. So guys, how the smart washer works is it's a heated tank at the bottom and it has bioremediation, which means the tank is full of these microbes and they live inside this little blue mat. You replace this mat every once in a while. So it's time for me to replace the mat. This is our last filter. And so I've got to replace that. And that takes anywhere between like a month or 2 months. They say every month you should re-up your microbes, but she works really cool. Gets to about 110 to 115 degrees. And it just really, really cleans stuff really well. So you've seen this probably 100 times on the channel. Works great. That's nasty, he said. All right, guys, any questions? Any questions? MC Engineering Incorporated. What's up, brother? So who else here? Give me a sound off. Let me know who's in the house. What's up, Jackson Brown? Let's see. Let's flip you around. There we go. Hey, it's me. Look, there I am. Comments don't come this way though. It's kind of weird. Turn the camera around. All of a sudden, we lost everybody. Still here, says Robert. Will Ferrell was making a movie about the Collins Street Bakery? That's pretty crazy. I'll bring you my sickle mower after you get done there. Does it need a restoration? Zach, what's up, brother? Glad to have you with us. Oh, wait. Steven's YouTubing, guys. Hold on. My dog thinks that's a steak. What are you doing, buddy?
It's a video inception.
Huh?
You guys see behind the scenes. This is what you look like to us. This is what all our friends look like that. So hi, friends.
It's not that impressive.
Well, it's because it zoomed in. That's why.
Oh, gotcha.
Obviously, that was it.
Is Chucky here, or is Chucky at the house?
No.
Pay it forward. That is the best
How many
give
people
ever.
are
Yep,
on
yep,
the-
yep. Hi from Chandler. What's up?
How many people are on the video?
91. We're averaging about 100.
Okay, so the Chucky deal. Chucky has asked me not to talk about Chucky on the internet, on the videos, not to talk anything about him, not to answer any questions. So all you guys that keep asking me things about Chucky, he's politely asked to not be asked about or not to be told about anything that he's up to or doing. So
Chucky's fine. He no longer exists on the internet.
there you go.
That's it. It's that simple, I guess. So, hi from Ireland. Awesome. How big? Wait, how big? Oops. How big are those rings you were going to clean up? Is that these guys here?
About 5 inches. No, he's talking about the headlight rings.
Oh, headlight rings. Oh yeah, they're small. Let's go look at them. They're maybe 5 inches or so. Where are they? Okay, here they are. I'll give you an idea. So I'm gonna say they're probably a 1/2 inch wide and about 5. It says audio went dead. So there you go. And what I've got for that, guys, is I've got a in this box right over here. I've got a plating system. It was a plating system that was made like in the 80s. And just some of the parts in there today still cost like $400. I'm really, really proud and happy to have it. We found it on Let Go like a year ago for $60. So I snatched that up pretty quick. David Baker. Yes, we've been talking about parts and who's doing what. Yeah, so to recap for everyone that's new here, Steven is actually taking all the engine components back, and he's waiting on a shipment of more engine components to come in, and he should have the engine rebuilt and be back here hopefully within a week or so. While he's gone, I'm going to be taking care of painting the rear section of the tractor. Now you can take a look here. I sandblasted this all off, and I'm going to tell you that was so easy and the most fun I've ever had in my life. It was enjoyable. Hi from Canada. Awesome. And then also... this is going to be my fun thing. I actually get to do some body work. So this is the old Ford front end, and we're going to knock some dents out. So when we get this thing back to Mark, it's going to look pretty darn sweet. And then he's going to go in and he's going to lay down because he's going to be tired, and that's what it's going to be. So, well, that's squishy. Is there, Stephen? Does my nipple look weird to you?
Well,
Is
no
it-
comment.
Is it abnormal?
Dude,
Oh, is
thank
it-
you for breast cancer all the time.
Leche? Sorry, you guys had to see that. What you drinking there, Steve? What kind of beer you got?
The fruitiest beer and girliest beer you possibly can.
Well,
Blue Moon.
you were drinking that bitter beer earlier. That's
Sour
crazy.
beer, not bitter beer.
Have you guys ever drank bitter beer?
Sour beer.
Sour beer?
Sour beer is type of beer. I'm a hipster at heart, so I like hipster beers.
So Gabe says, oh, the audio on his Bluetooth shut off. Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's see.
I hate that. I hate Bluetooth. We should ban Bluetooth. What do you guys think? Start a movement, ban Bluetooth? What do you think, Justin?
Well, BS Small Engines is slightly
man,
concerned
Bluetooth.
About my nipples, so I
Well,
might get
yeah.
that checked out.
I mean, Brandon's a very, thoughtful person. He really very considerate of everybody, so he would be the one in the comments that I would expect to
to be concerned,
be
to be
concerned about your
actually
health,
concerned.
man. He's probably on his way, like, let me come check him for you.
Elliot says he loves tarts and sours.
I do
And
too.
Zach says nothing better than Lambrick. Lambrick, is that right? Did I say that right? And
I don't know.
then
If you guys want to commit a felony, y'all can mail me all the beer you want.
Old School Repair Shop says no beer, drink whiskey.
Hey, we got some mead over here from Bacon Fat Labs.
Oh yeah, we still have it. I've been saving that though. That's my special mead. We got to break that open. So guys, I don't know if you know, but we have a festival every year where a bunch of us YouTubers and makers get together, and then one of the guys who I just met this year, he actually made mead, which is awesome. So I have my bottle of mead out here. Now the reason it's out here in the shop is I've got 2 Mr. Cool units in here, and that's why nothing inside usually rusts unless you dump water on it, because it's climate controlled in the shop. And this bottle is sitting right now at 62 degrees.
My mead now.
Do you want it? You want to take it home?
Yeah, that's so, I'm not kidding, dude. That's good.
Mm,
You don't want it?
It's not that I don't want
Dude,
it.
I'm going to drink all this on the ride home. I mean, I'm going to stop somewhere and drink all this and then drive home. I mean, I'm going to drink this when I get home.
I think what we should do is you should drink that when we're done with the tractor.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's keep it here. I'll actually get it on ice for you. And
It's really
yeah.
good. And when Bacon Fat Labs came up to the good Land Fest, and he was standing around because, hey, I make mead. And I was like, yeah, right. He gets mead from the store and like rebottles it, decanters it, whatever. And how good could it possibly be? Because I've had some guys give me some homemade wine, and it was terrible.
It was not good. Yeah.
And I took one drink of that, and I was like, oh, wow, I'm in trouble. I had like 4 bottles. I drank all 4 bottles in like 2 weeks.
You had 4 bottles?
You can ask Justin. I have like 1 or 2 beers.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't
Rarely.
drink at all.
I don't drink that much.
Smokes a lot of meth, though. You know,
well,
crack?
meth is natural. It's
Crack?
good for you.
Yeah, it's from the earth.
You know, that lye chemical they throw in there. That's all hydrochloric acid. It's somewhere
It's
in there.
medicinal meth.
Yeah.
Guys, we're very much we're very much joking.
I don't smoke the meth.
Leroy says no smoking 8 hours before work, and no it went away, and no drinking within 50 feet of the lathe. Count your steps.
No, that's why I eat gummies.
It's okay, my lathe is down still, so we're okay.
That's why I eat gummies, because I could eat those, and then I could start using the lathe, and then I'll hit for like 2 hours anyway.
Someone's told me to stop smoking crack.
Yeah, good luck. Man, to have a YouTube channel and career, you got to smoke just a little bit of
Crack.
crackness.
You got to smoke a little bit of crack. You know, you have to be crazy to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
nuts
what's wrong
thing.
with us.
Yeah. Oh my God, guys, my videos I'm getting hammered by the new algorithm changes. So make sure you unsubscribe, resubscribe, and turn on your notifications, because they're killing me right now. Oh, anyway. Let's see. Well, I don't know.
Do you see any
What
other
else we
engine
got
parts
going
that
on?
I have left around here?
I see some parts that I need to get to. This project is coming up. I mean, I just have to put all this other important stuff in front of it. I have done some evapo rusting, and I've got some of the chrome pieces. Got those all cleaned up. A lot of stuff. This is going in the vapor cabinet. And remember, this motorcycle, it's the original tank. I'm not doing anything with that. I'm leaving that original. We're doing like a full restoration with the exception of the tins. I will not be touching them. I love the original paint on this bike. But yeah, we'll get everything blasted on it and get it all cleaned up, and some parts repainted. But really what I'm doing is I'm taking the components and I'm kind of cleaning them up and bringing them back like this, kind of a natural unrestored look, you know? And I think that's the way I want this bike done. Guys, I could easily take this down, every piece down to bare metal and paint it and do all that stuff. That's the easier way to go. But disassembling everything, leaving some of the stuff exactly the way it came off the bike but cleaner, leaving it where it has that little bit of wear but just making it better, I think is much cooler on a classic bike like this. And these bikes are skyrocketing in value. It's insane how much these things are worth now. It's pretty awesome though. So I've got this little guy here, and this is one of my rollers. So I can roll rings, and I can roll stuff like this, you know, like that was a straight piece of metal. I'm going to be doing a restoration on this pretty soon, but I think I'm going to, since it's older than the hills, I think I want to take it off this, and I want to put it on these cast iron legs. Tell me what you think about that. I think that's a pretty cool idea, right? Having that set up on those legs. It just sounds a lot cooler to me. So that's an upcoming project. And then we're going to be doing a lot of powder coating on the channel here pretty soon.
Power coating.
Powder coating. So I'm gonna build a
How do you
powder
powder
coat
something?
oven that I can fit Steven inside of, like
That'd be pretty
standing
cool.
up.
I love powder coating. I just don't ever do it because it's time consuming to go to somewhere and drop it off and then wait 2 weeks and then come back. It's like, hey, it wasn't done right.
Get out of your get out of your butt. Yeah, everyone's looking at you, dude.
Like, wait a minute, where's my hands? Oh, he's talking to the dog this time.
Hey, I know you ain't got worms. We just went to the vet. You got a good bill of health. This is my boy right here. Oh, this is my boy. I love this dog. He's such a good dog. So, yeah, the oven I'm going to make is going to be similar to this guy, but it's just not going to require... this is the Hot Shot 360. That's my heat treat oven from Stan Zinkowski at Barzy Industrial. And she is a beaut. I love her. But the one I'm going to build is going to be about that big. And stainless steel. You will open it up and you can put like a freaking motorcycle frame in it. I think it's going to be cool. From Arkansas, Sean, man, thank you very much. He says you're awesome.
Who?
He says you guys are awesome.
Oh, thanks, Sean.
So,
We are pretty awesome.
well, we've been 36 minutes. Maybe we'll call it.
I have to hit the road here pretty soon.
Yeah.
If you guys have a chance, order a pressure washer with the cat pump. Send it over to Justin's address because we could sure use it.
Yeah.
And you know, no little feed test. It's only $900. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll pass the hat around on the thing and just say, hey, we need a pressure washer.
Yeah. No kidding.
That's been the killer, guys. We haven't had a pressure washer here. Okay, super chat for pressure washer.
Super chat! If you guys don't know what Super Chat is, there's a little $sign down here below the chat window. Right there on the chat window. You hit that $sign and you can Super Chat us money!
Poor Roger's been just sticking things in a bucket.
You didn't tell me you needed a pressure washer. I'd have brought
Did
one.
you had a pressure washer? I didn't even think about it. Roger, you have everything. Of course you have a pressure
I
washer.
got two of them.
Roger, you see what I've been dealing with before you got here? Justin over here, like, hey, let's run out and buy all this stuff. And it's like, hey, let's just borrow this stuff. I don't know anybody with a pressure washer. And lo and behold, the one guy coming.
I'm sitting down. I've been walking around all day.
I know, my back's starting
Come on
to
over,
hurt.
Roger.
I'm looking forward to sitting in that service truck for another 3.5 hours and staring at the road,
Yep.
listening to my headphones.
Oh,
I
everyone's
wanna
sitting
listen to
down.
Joe
That means you come up and say
Dr.
hi.
Willen, give me hugs. Come on, buddy, give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug.
These two are
Come on, give me a hug.
friends.
Better give me a hug. Better give me a hug. I'm not gonna pet you unless you give me a hug. Come on, give me a hug. Come on. There you go. Yeah, my buddy.
David Baker, hold on one second, David.
You see him looking at the camera. He's like,
Stress cock on a Model A fender, about 2 inches long. What is the best way to weld it up? I've got a video that says this one tip saved the job. And all you want to do with that, it's not really a big deal. Go back and watch that video towards the end. I put a new quarter panel on a truck. Hey, stop being jealous, buddy. You can come say hi to me. Anyway, I put a quarter panel on a truck. Essentially, you're just gonna like spot weld it with a MIG. Just turn your MIG up, give it a pretty high heat, higher heat than you normally would. Like as if you know, like most guys tack TIG, they hit it with a nice big blast of heat. So crank your welder up relatively high, depending on your wire. You don't want to burn your wire out, you know, and watch her stick out. But essentially, you're making a series of tacks and just jump around with your tacks until you're complete. Now, the great thing on that fender, you're going to be able to see the underside, and what you want to see on the underside is the actual tack coming all the way through. That'll let you know you're running hot enough. Just like that.
all that's crap. Use an oxyacetylene torch with a rosebud attachment. I saw it on Monster Garage. If you want to like straighten body panels out, you just heat the whole damn thing up like that, and it'll just magically pop back straight.
No, that's a golf. You're supposed to use a golf ball and a blow dryer.
Oh, did you see that episode of Monster Garage with Jesse James?
No, which
So
one?
they had this car, and then it had these hell dents on the top.
Yeah.
And this idiot gets up there literally with a rosebud.
Are you
oxyacetylene
serious?
torch. Yeah, I'm not making that up. And he does it, and Jesse James had to like leave, you know, because he was insanely busy at the time. So he comes back later and he goes, "Who in the hell did this up?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I was gonna heat it with the torch." And Jesse looks at him like, right when the cares really, goes, "That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard." How did you think 2,000-degree fire was gonna magically unpop dents?
How do you guys feel about the new Monster Garage, or how many of you know that the Monster Garage is coming back? I'm kind of excited about it. I'm a real fan of Jesse James.
Native Texan.
Yeah, he's a native Texan now.
He had this interview the other day, and he goes, "You know, I've been living in Texas for a while, so I go to church every Sunday like I should, but I'll still punch you in the face. I was like, yes!
See you later, old school.
Perfect Texan. I'm
Dusty,
sorry,
nice to have you here, man.
I'm sorry, Milo. You look at me, you judging me? He's like, why are you yelling? Don't make me punch you in the face. Don't punch me in the face, Milo.
He has the most beautiful eyes, man. Look, pretty eyes on the dog.
Bite it, Milo. Attack. Shinjao.
The dog is full of love. I hope they show some more fab and less drama. Yeah, that was what was cool about the show, is that you saw things put together in a unique way. And then television today is nothing like that. It's all drama. Like, they show nothing about the build. And, someone asked earlier, like, when am I going to be on the History Channel again? It's actually the Science Channel that I've been on. And we're also working on a show for the Science Channel. That's probably not going to happen. You never know. But what I'm trying to tell these people when I'm telling them is that the reason YouTube is so big is because we're showing the actual techniques. It's not about the drama. Like, they think everybody wants drama. That's why TV's dying, because we don't want reality drama. We want to see a smart guy like Chip Foose tell us how he does what he does. We don't care about the fact that you fake stole the car. Like, get out of here with that story. Like, nobody, that's so played out. Just fix the car.
Yep.
Stacy David, Power Block. Give me some good old-fashioned Stacy David.
There's a huge following for guys just wanting to watch things being done, not, the Drama Fest 2000, whatever year it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, too many people are watching broadcast TV, and that's what gives them ratings, so they keep coming out with that kind of crap.
Yeah.
If you wanted to stop watching it. Can't stand that stuff.
But then
Roger's over here going on and on about The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. He's like, hey, Steven, did you see that dude James on The Bachelor the other day? Like, Roger, stop.
I don't think so.
He shows me his phone, and it's actually a picture of just cattle on his property. He's like, yeah, I named this one Cow 1, and I named this one, that's Cow Baby 2.
That's Hamburger.
Yeah.
Hamburger. How many head do you have now, Roger?
38.
38 head. How many were born this year?
Oh,
39.
I had, in the last 2 weeks, I had 5. At 13th, I had 1, and the 14th, they gave me 3. I had good Valentine's gift.
That's
Mighty
awesome.
fine cattle.
That's a lot of. That's a lot.
Last Monday, I had a little bull calf.
Well, I don't know, man. Might be cool to take that bull off your hands and a couple of them young heifers. See about starting my own flock. I called it a flock. Herd.
Fences first.
Yeah, we've got a back on the property where you didn't see. I didn't take you that way, but I've got a small 2-acre paddock, and I need to add like 5 more of those.
You got a billion trees out here. We just cut a bunch of trees down and make a little corral, like they did in the old times, right?
We're getting ready to fire up the sawmill, by the way, Steve.
Dude,
I
I
know
am
about that.
dying.
Are you ready? You gonna come lumberjack with me?
Yeah, I want to find some cedar trees, or what do we have? Not cedar.
Yeah, cedar.
Is this cedar?
Yeah, we got cedar out here.
The red.
Yeah, the
Is
red
it
stuff
red?
that smells
Yeah,
good.
cedar. I was at somebody's house the other day, and they had a sawmill, and they sawed their own cedar trees or planks, and it's gorgeous. Man, I wanted that so bad. So whenever I get moved into my new shop, if I have an office, I want to deck out the office with that kind of wood in the background. Just make it look however my wife tells me to make it look. She's got better taste than I do, so she can design that stuff. But I want some cedar somewhere, or some acacia.
I think you have better taste because you got her.
I have good enough taste to have her, and she's got good enough taste to figure the rest out.
Can you guys see my chats? Yes, we can, brother.
Who?
It's sorry, they go away real quick though.
Yeah.
So they go away. So I'm gonna keep an eye out. Why don't you ask the question? That is Doug, Dougie Doo. Ask the question again, Dougie.
Yeah, ask some questions, guys. If we're gonna end this.
Yep.
What you guys got?
Steven's got to go home. We're gonna
ask it. I answer it.
Dougie's
Sometimes I'll let other people talk.
Dougie's got priority. He's saying, okay, just checking. He's just making sure. We can.
Just making sure that wasn't saddle.
Like I said, sometimes they go away. That's just kind of how it happens. And we don't catch them all. I'll be looking at Steven, or I'll be trying to frame the shot properly.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon, man. Got to catch them all, but you can't.
Well, I think we should call it then.
Fine. Nobody gonna ask no questions.
So, guys, tractor project. Expect some videos pretty soon from both Steven and I. We probably will be editing.
We've only got like 60 hours each on this thing so far. So
says about time you made a new video. Yeah, I just finished one the other day. You're not getting notifications. I did I did the bell restoration. I'll show the bell again. Beautiful, beautiful. Should I fire the bell up, Steve? Here, we'll ring the bell. Let me get a battery. My bell, ring a dingy. Oh, for those of you waiting for the kayak build, I got one key part in today. Check this guy out. So that's my prop for the kayak. Pretty awesome, right? That's a beautiful piece right there. Not cheap. Trying to find a solution to get those cheaper for you guys. Essentially, I'm going to build a long-range powered kayak. And here's the motor. She's a beast. Sucker weighs 70 pounds. That is a monster. Oh my god, that thing is so crazy big. Where are my batteries?
She said.
See, those are printed. That's wood. I swore they were in here. Yeah, there's one.
Bro, Justin.
All right, got an 18650 right here.
Bro.
What?
Bro.
All right, here we go. Roger, would you do the honors?
Useless tool deal. 25 nuts.
So that's my last video. I put a 10-horse Johnson in a canoe. Oh, I bet that was scary. Any thoughts on the original Iron Horse military gen set in the original crate would be worth, Steven?
I got no idea, man. I had that one little military engine, and I don't really study like engines that I don't have in front of me or that I'm not working on at the time. So I can tell you all about the engines that I have worked on, but I haven't worked on a lot of military stuff, specifically. So I'm not abreast of the military technology. I would not be the one to guess that value for you and steer you in the right direction. But my advice is
sell it to preppers.
Sell it to preppers or get on eBay, Craigslist to try to figure out if there's a market for it, how much they're selling it for, and price yours accordingly.
David's got a good question for you, Steven.
What's up?
Hold on, guys. The comments go away.
How's it feel? Why is it so good to be a gangster? I'm glad you asked that, David.
Hey, Steven, what do you think about Harbor Freight tool line, new tool line that's supposed to compete with the Snap-on truck tools?
I think Harbor Freight smoking crack if they think they're going to make anything that's actually going to compete head-to-head with a Snap-on tool. That being said, there's just a lot of things that don't need to be the quality of a Snap-on tool.
Yes.
Almost everything the Snap-on actually makes, none of the rebranded nonsense, but the things they actually, like their sockets, wrenches, ratchets, things of that nature, I have not found anything else that's superior to a Snap-on. You're going to pay that superior price, and the other deal is, do you really need that?
You got it, Pego.
Hmm?
Peggy says thank you for everything we're doing for Mark.
But yeah, it's just one of those. Now, I have used. There's been Harbor Freight stuff in my toolboxes ever since I've been a mechanic.
Amen.
And
if you're a new mechanic, go to Harbor Freight, guys. Do not get in debt on a Snap-on truck. Go buy a $19 angle grinder, a $19 whatever. Just buy the cheapest, buy the best tool you can afford without going hungry. Like, do not buy expensive tools.
And when you break it, what do you do, Justin?
You fix it or you go buy another one.
Yeah. So the rule is buy the cheapest one you can find. Buy that tool and use it. If you break it, then buy a better replacement for that tool and just start there. I cannot tell you how many shops I've been in and I've seen mechanics that have the really, really nice name brand tool truck toolboxes and absolutely decked out 100% with that brand, and they're really proud of it. Guys, that does not impress me in the least at all. It does not impress any of the top mechanics that I've ever met. Nobody gives two craps about what you have in your box. And if you get everything off the Snap-on truck, that just tells me either you have more money than sense or you're willing to put yourself in more debt than it's worth, because it's not worth it. For a basic set of Snap-on tools for one drawer, it's talking about just the absolute, fractional set of wrench, a fractional set of 3/8 ratchets, and some ratchets to accompany that. You're in the $2,000, $3,000 range already.
Yep.
And it's just.
And I don't own one set of those. Not one, guys.
I have some Snap-on stuff. I do like the Snap-on screwdrivers. They seem to work the best for me, and to me, they're not too astronomically priced. They're
No.
$120 for a set. You get like 7 or 8 screwdrivers, and I can stop at any Snap-on tool truck I ever see anywhere and hand it to them, and they will warranty it right then. Normally, no questions asked. But I'm a field mechanic. I travel around a bunch. I have to rely on Snap-on trucks in different cities that I'm in different areas, and if you're in a shop, then it's a little bit different, but there's some things that are worth it for me and other things that aren't. I have Snap-on wrenches, just a basic set. I have a Snap-on ratchet, one Snap-on ratchet. I have a couple of Snap-on sockets that I have replaced, sockets that I've broken over time, and that's pretty much it. The one thing that I can tell you about that I would splurge on, and this is on personal preference, is all of my torque wrenches are all Snap-on. Not because I believe that Snap-on makes a superior torque wrench. It's just because if I am working on your piece of equipment, your engine, and you're familiar with tools, and you see me bust out a Snap-on torque wrench to torque the heads on your whatever, you see Snap-on, you're thinking, hey, this guy must really take pride in his work. He's got good tools. Because that person doesn't know any better. And so they see that, it kind of puts them at ease a little bit. If I bust out the cheapest beam style Pittsburgh tool 3/8 torque wrench and they know a little bit about tools, they're going to oh, well, that beam style, I don't know, it doesn't say Snap-on on it or whatever, even though it's perfectly fine. So I go with Snap-on for all of my torque wrenches and all my measuring instruments. I have good name quality stuff, Mitutoyo, how do you say it?
Mitutoyo.
Yeah, there you go, Mitutoyo. I think SPI is another brand. I use high quality brands and things of that nature just because I trust them, and if a customer sees them and they are more familiar with those brands and tools, and they get a little more faith for whatever reason.
So Adolf is talking about steam tractors and how that would be an awesome project, and I think it would be. It's just coming actually finding steam tractor work on. That's going to be the number one issue that you'll have there, and then. When you do, the boiler is most likely going to have to be replaced and then inspected. That's just super expensive, and it's one of those things. I know of a gentleman who has one of the biggest collection of steam engines in the country. Been in, and you guys know how much I love old iron, but and that the Rumleys are his small tractors. So just stay and watch, and you'll see. So, Miss Mary says, "Bless you all for helping with the tractor."
No problem. Thank you, Mary. Thank you for watching.
Mary, we've got parts everywhere that are in the process of being restored, and we're taking all the old crusties off, and we're putting in a little bit more work that's normally required, but that's what we do. If we're going to be involved in something, we're just going to do it the way we would, do it. So,
Justin and I kind of have a weird way to doing things, in my opinion, a weird way. There's certain things, we're not 100% restoring this tractor. We're not going to rebuild the transmission. We're not going to pull the entire axle apart because Mark drove it and he said, everything seemed fine. It shifted, and those tractors.
And Mark's a good mechanic. He knows all of that, and he knows more about this tractor than I do.
Taking it down a little farther than I think he was going to take it down. We're not doing a full restoration, but Justin and I both have this sickness to where if we see something kind of wrong, we can't just leave it alone.
Yeah.
If there's just a little dirt and nestled away in that little corner that we can't quite reach, we'll spend 15 minutes devising some sort of wire brush setup to get into that corner.
We'll make a tool.
Yeah.
What?
We'll spend some time just to do that one little bitty part. But
no one will ever see it. It will never matter to anyone ever. No one will ever know. You guys will never know, but we don't care. We'll know.
I'm building this thing for I'm not building it for YouTube views. I'm not building it for any other reason than to help out market the project. But when I build things, I don't build them for anybody else other than me. I don't build them for my customers. I don't build them for anybody else project. I build them because I like working on this stuff and I do a good job.
We'll give you an example. This piece is going in the trash because we no longer require it. Mark upgraded the whole thing to a 12-volt system, and this is a voltage regulator for 6 volts. So this is going away. But look at this thing. We can sandblast this, right? And we can sandblast all this and then paint it back. But we would disassemble this before we sandblast it and sandblast this part separately, because between those two pieces, we would know that that's not clean inside. And so that is an example of kind of where we're going to go. And if Mark had, unfortunately, I have to say it like this, if he had the time, it's exactly how he would do it too.
If he had the time and the energy, he would he'd be here with us.
Oh, God, man, I wish he was.
It's got the cards, and Oh well.
I absolutely love. That was some of the most
What
fun I've ever had in my life was working with Mark on
a
those
card.
projects.
It's very rare for me to be able to work on a project with somebody else and have a good time. Just because people are idiots apparently, and they do things that just it's questionable at best, and it drives me insane. I can't stand working in an area with somebody that'll do
Good point,
something
Kyle.
and I have to come back and see it, and then I have to fix it. I have to do it all again. And Justin's the same way. When somebody else does something and it's just not right, well, that means he has to stop what he's doing and take it apart and make it right. Mark's definitely not like that. I think we do work really, really well together, and we had a fantastic time
Yeah.
working on that cart with him.
And nobody wants to be the person that comes after that. Like you don't want to be the person that comes after me. I don't want to be the guy that the next guy is cussing. So,
Smoking salad.
and Evapor without Evapo Rust and the ultrasonic tank. Those of you that haven't watched the video yet of this build, I've got a pump down there on the bottom. We go around the back. It's got a tankless hot water heater here that heats it up to 140 degrees, and water set at 130. And then right now, this tells you the current temperature, but this Inkbird, what it'll do is it will keep it between 130 and 125 degrees, and it'll shut it off. But stream keeps going out and getting fuzzy. Yeah, my battery's about to die. I think we should call it. To everybody that loves Mark, man, we love you guys as
Dude.
well.
All right, so
What?
for Mark's GoFundMe account today, I started promoting it on Instagram, asking people to donate to it. I took a screenshot of what was on his GoFundMe before I ever did that, and a screenshot on it now. When I took the screenshot earlier, this is total for a year's worth of donations.
Yes,
okay?
medical bills and all that. So
So-
all that money's already
When
gone.
I tell you this amount, don't be like, oh my gosh, he's not sitting on that. He
No,
spent
that was
on medical
cancer
stuff,
treatment.
Thing else. But this morning it was at $57,851. And right now it's at almost $59,000.
That's
that means
fantastic.
Like $1,500 has come in so far from this morning. And that's only in like maybe, 10 hours?
Yeah, if someone wants to post Mark's video again, or maybe BS Small Engines is still in here. Guys, if you want to go over and throw a little change in the donation bucket for Mark, please do.
I would love to get that number into six figures. That would, like, if I can get that number into six figures, that's $100,000. Be awesome.
I mean, you got to think about it. How fast you essentially have a single mother right now providing for the family, and she's awesome. Their family's awesome. He has 2 children, and he can't work.
Dude,
And
just
that's the bottom line.
You know, it's $1. You guys can donate as little as $1. And that's it. Like I said before in the first part of this live stream, it's not going to tank anybody's budget. If it is going to tank your budget, I'm sorry you're in that situation. Don't worry about it. We don't want that.
Yeah.
But if you have a couple of extra bucks, if everybody threw in $1, it'd make a world of difference. My whole goal for the GoFundMe account is whether it's used for his tractor parts or not, it's just more of an account to where if Mark gets some kind of idea in his head, you're like, you know what? I feel a lot better today. I want to try this. He has an account where he can go out and try that right now and not have any hard feelings about spending the family's money or anything. It's like that's what that's for. That's why I'm keep trying to promote this. It's for Mark to be able to have access and do whatever the hell he wants to do with that is. That's what it's for.
So Tom said he's interested in having like a group prayer for Mark. So guys, everybody, if you just guys, we'll take a moment of silence, and you guys just kind of say in your own way, just send out a prayer. All right, we're back.
Amen.
Is that it?
Yep, I gotta get the road. I gotta finish up my one out. I've been here for like 5 days and I haven't done one single outro video. So now I gotta film 5 outro videos so I can have like 2 videos to post. That's how YouTube math works. You film 5 videos so you can post 1. My wife's gonna hate me when she gets home. Goes through all this footage and it doesn't make sense and it doesn't start. It doesn't stop.
Kyle just retired after 45 years of hard work, Kyle says. And tomorrow, like today is his first day of being retired. Like tomorrow,
Awesome,
he's
Kyle.
done.
Congratulations,
Isn't that awesome?
brother.
That's great.
Find something to do. I know you just retired, but find a project.
Thanks, Adolf.
Find
Adolf.
something to build or grow.
All right, everybody, we're going to call it. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to go live again probably when Steven gets back. Or I may do like live sandblasting on the channel or live painting and just like strap this thing to my chest and walk around and take care of, just have you guys with me in the shop while we're working. It's me and Roger tomorrow. And I got 5% battery left, so we're going. Say goodbye, Roger.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Steven.
Bye, Steven.
Guys, everybody, thank you so much. It
Thank
was
you, guys.
awesome. And yeah, we got to go, okay?